Hi and welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Elena Russo. Today we're talking to a gentleman who for years has been managing city funds. He's been developing budgets, and today he's talking about the creative partnerships between arts, education, and government. Please welcome Frank O'Leary, who is the treasurer of Arlington County Government. Thank you for coming in, Mr. O'Leary.
Thank you, Elena. Happy to be here.
Now, I think it's quite creative how you have involved arts and education in the process of personal property tax.
Well, it's actually what we call the Decal, and Decal has a storied history. It goes back to 1947, and in that year the county decided to license vehicles. And to indicate that each vehicle was properly licensed, they put a little metal tag out, and these metal tags were stamped out in the treasurer's office. And happily, this was long before I became treasurer, because I understand when they were making those little metal tags, the joint was jumping. But then in 1967, they abandoned the metal tags and went to the contemporary Decal, which is made of mylar and affixes to the windshield. And it's much more convenient for everybody. And there's no more jumping and jiving at the courthouse annually. We simply buy these and mail them out, so it's an easier experience for all. And then about 5 years ago, we did get creative, and we decided, well, why not let students play a role in designing the county decal? So it's a now annual competition that we hold, and there are about 5 or 6 different schools that compete, but actually any high school student living in Arlington is free to compete.
Now, what we're seeing on the screen right now are the 2010-2011 contestants. How many people got involved in this? How many people really were like, wow, I'd love to show my artwork?
We get about 24 kids who submit their designs, and then we have a decal panel, and the decal panel meets in January, and they go through all the designs that were selected, and then they select the final 4. Those final 4 are then advertised in newspapers, on the county website, and the people of Arlington get to vote. And we may get as many as 5,000 people voting, which is more than typically vote in the selection of who's going to run for school board. So there's a lot of Arlingtonians that take this competition very seriously. Now, the high school students, what is their incentive to take part in this competition? Well, I think the biggest one, of course, is just because they're creative people, but the winner gets to see their decal on 155,000 cars. I think that's quite an honor. And then each of our 4 finalists will get a $500 savings bond. And I know some of these kids have taken the decal design, put it in their portfolio, and it's helped them get into college. Now, what we're seeing on the screen right now is last year's winner by Providence Smith. We're seeing what she created. Oh, it's a beautiful scene. It's a black and white photo. It's a winter scene of a footbridge in a park. And what's funny is last year during the decal competition, when we had the 4 kids up before the county board, was right in the middle of that huge snowstorm that we had. So we said, well, this is going to be a reminder for a whole year of that snowstorm, and it has been. Let's talk a little bit about this year. Now, you've got a particular template that the student will have to follow. Yes, and every year the decal color changes. So this year it's golden color. Next year it's going to be blue in color. Then it'll become red in color, then green in color, and then gold again. So each year it's a different color, and we want the students to be aware of that color so that when they're doing their design, they get something in it that will make sense with blue. Now, not only do you request the artwork from the students, but you also request a written description. Yes, absolutely. We've received some decal designs that are quite frankly baffling, and without the written description, we wouldn't know quite what to do with them. But it helps, of course, for the public to understand what the student's trying to convey. Is there a deadline for these submissions? Yes, the deadline is early January. So we plan on convening our decal panel, I believe, on January 8th. Or 12th, but right in early January. So we'd like to get those designs in by the end of the year. Great. Well, thank you so much for coming in and giving us the update on the new competition. Elena, my pleasure. You've just heard from Frank O'Leary, who is the treasurer of Arlington County Government. To learn more on what's going on in your community, check out On Demand and click Get Local. For Comcast Newsmakers, I'm Elena Russo.